You have once again entered the world of survival horror. Good luck. Hello everyone, Elite Gamer here, and welcome back to the continuous antic and fun survival horror style Let's Play of Let's Play Resident Evil Director's Cut. So incidentally, in front and back, we've got a good chunk left of the laboratories, or lab, whatever you want to call it, to investigate, tete-a-tete, look around and see what there is to see before we can even think of pushing on for the Do a Difference of Endgame. Now, before we go on to the main preliminaries of this game, let's just get this little puzzle out of the way first, methinks. Just be on the safe side and all that. Now, there's kind of a method to the madness of this puzzle, if you will. So the only way this puzzle can be done, or done right specifically, will be if we can move these items over these little grates in the floor in a certain way. So to fully solve this puzzle indefinitely once and for all, these brown wooden crates have to go over the first circular grates to the left and right, and only when these two brown crates are in over, basically obscuring these circular grates to the left and right, we'll be able to maneuver the step into position to cover the middle grate. However, if we tried to move the middle step over the middle grate first, then that would trigger poison gas to come out of one of the floor grates or whatever, and then we'll essentially have to bugger off out of the room and to reset the puzzle and come back to do it. Which is incidentally something we don't want to have to do, so if we can get this done and done right in the first go, or as good as, then that will suit me just darn fine. Just darn fine. Indeed. Hopefully it won't take much longer now. I say that the best things take time, and for better or worse, it's kind of not too. It's pretty much the same with this puzzle. Okay, so we've got one crate in the right place. We just need to get the other crate into over the other grate, and then rinse and repeat with the red step. And incidentally, it's puzzles like this that take a lot of patience to get them in the right place, because if they're off by one pixel, or especially the bit in the middle, when we go to push it into place, then it's not going to be a good look and a good night or day out for Jill And she ends up copping 50 shades of poison gas. Come on, push it in, Jill. Thank you. There's an air shaft where you enter it. Of course. Mirror disc, eh? Must be quite the passcode then, eh? Right, so I'll leave this room in a second or whenever. Magnum round. No sense in bothering with that, because what's the point in picking that up when we haven't even got the Magnum, for crying out loud? And yes, I know before anyone comments on that, yeah, I could have picked the Magnum up, but as I said in a previous part, I thought it was just going to be a waste of ammo to pick up, because think of it, you'd have had to waste additional bazooka rounds to get through the hunters to even be able to interface and pick the blooming thing up. So yeah, maybe to some extent the Magnum would have been a handy weapon to have, but then at the end of the day, I'm sorry. Well, Jill, the bazooka it comes full circle and blows the blooming Magnum completely out of the water. Because I'm going to do everything in my power not to waste any ammo on the gits in this room, because, well, for two reasons. One, it'd be a waste of ammunition, and second of all, because the opposition we come across in this room are only mutually exclusive to this room, nowhere else. Well, okay, I take that back. They only appear in one more room outside of this, and that's in the room where the infinite zombies keep respawning. But that won't be for a bit of a while yet, so until then these gits of an enemy class and type are essentially mutually exclusive to this room only. Until then. Passcode 3, yeah, okay, very fabulous, alright. Let's get on with this little thing. Whoa, leave me alone, you overgrown monkey face. You mesh monkey muppet. Good grief. Fight fair, you ceiling class machinational style bludgicks you from existence. You won it, wonder. Get the hell off me. You cheap shop turnip. Why don't you stop doing the same move, you doofus? See, why are these guys so mind-numbingly cheap? Literally, you try to get away from them, and then they just, if they get too close, they'll just keep playing one-hit wonder with the same dirty move again. Right, so we've got to connect this doohickey of a console or whatever to finish sending power to the main elevator in another part of the laboratories. Otherwise we won't be able to access it, and we'll have to come all the way back here again. Thankfully we won't have to come back in this room, because yeah, we're done the bizzo with the elevator, so next move is out. Well, will be if we can get out of here without this overgrown lurch brigade trying to turn us into a freaking crown. Who said you could thump me for no reason, you overgrown buck? Oh well, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, they just could have carried on just ganging up on us until we were dead. But somehow, some way, we found some method to pull that very severely close shave out of the fire. And boy, was that the closest shave and the closest call in the whole of this Let's Play. I've had a few close calls before now, certainly, but that was literally the number one spot of a close call in this whole honest to goodness Let's Play. I imagine how much consternation it would be if you were like a new scientist for Umbrella. Okay, so you want to go to work today? Oh no, well you can't go to work unless you've got both of these medals to get to this and access this secret laboratory behind a fountain to bloom will get to the blooming labs. Yeah, just imagine what a headache and 50 Shades of consternation that would be. Just not a fun environment to come into work at all, never mind the other way around. I wonder what we're going to find behind this door. Hopefully there's nothing lying in wait to attack. Well, that was a quiet room, as it were. I'm not entirely sure the same would be said for this one. No, I was going to say. Of course, one gets a headshot, and the other one just gets kind of knocked back ever so slightly. Talk about the randomization on the shotgun. Okay, well, hopefully this will be something on the mess and something interesting, or otherwise. Oh, that's been filed, alright. Let's leave this building, this door, and go on our merry way, and all that. Interface with this. 1, 2, 3. There's double door time, peeps. And around the corner. Jill, shall eh?
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
No, it's a sawdust dummy. Who do you think it is, Chris?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Also, am I the only one who finds it a tad amusing that Chris Redfield's in a jail cell and we don't get any explanation or acceptable explanation as to how he ended up there. It says, oh, hi Jill, oh, hi Chris, oh yeah, you're in a jail cell, oh, by the way, you're not going to give me an explanation how you got there. Either that or he was so embarrassed in how he came to be in that situation in the first place that he couldn't be bothered to give us an explanation. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting zombies. I think we'll drop a save, methinks, because it's not worth the risk to basically push the overconfidence too far out water, just have it go against us when we least expect it. I'd rather I don't want to like repeat what I said once whatever before, but just it's best to be safe than sorry, you know. So let's just drop an additional save and we'll try and push on for endgame in the next part and hope that we can truly succeed in completing this game once and for all. So thanks for watching everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in the next part of Let's Play Resident Evil Director's Cut. Thanks for watching everyone, and goodbye.